friends. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with me for just a little while. Guys, today we're going to be talking about a movie that's in theaters right now. So you can't find it streaming. You can't buy it. Well, I guess you could buy it in like 2 weeks when it comes out on Prime for, $25 for a digital copy. No, thank you. Anyway, so this is called Materialists. Okay, this is directed by Celine Song, and it stars Dakota Johnson and Pedro Pascal, who's, why isn't he in this movie? He's in everything else. And then we have Chris Evans, and this is, I enjoyed it. I'm not big on romance films, so, but I went for the missus because she wanted to go see this, and she doesn't go to the movies very often, so when she actually wants to go to a movie, I take her, because that's what you do with your immortal beloved. You take them to what they want to see. So, we went and saw Materialists, and we're going to get into it in just a second. But before we do, hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and let's break it down. This is a romantic comedy about real relationships. And I say that, and the thing is, it's not really a romantic comedy. I didn't think it was very funny. I mean, there are funny parts, but the overall theme of the film, I feel, is kind of serious, because it is the name says it all. It's about materialists. What can you do for me? What can you give to me? What can I give to you? What kind of relationship can we have? Are we compatible? Should we get married? Should we get married because you have a good salary? I have a good salary. We have good genes. You're tall. You take care of your body. It's very, very superficial. It looks at love through the superficial lens of material possessions. We have Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans. They are former lovers. They are still friends. They run into each other at this kind of swanky meet and greet kind of thing. And they hit it off again, She's like, oh, I haven't seen you in years. He's like, I haven't seen you in years. I'm catering and you're making, six-figure salary over here with a dating service. And so we have that chemistry. But again, like I said, she runs it, or I said she doesn't run, but she works for a matchmaking service where they, match ladies with men, vice versa. And, this is where Pedro Pascal comes in, because again, he's in everything. And so he's in this, and he's what they call a unicorn. He's tall, handsome, he's in finance, makes good money, has an incredible house, he's the perfect guy in her industry. And she winds up, dating Pedro Pascal. But as any good romantic comedy has, there's always that love triangle. It's like, oh, there's the former boyfriend who I still kind of have feelings for. And here's the new boyfriend who is the perfect for me. He's got everything I want. But I don't really love him like I love the deadbeat guy that has no money and argues with me all the time. And it's just, some of it gets silly and preposterous, but at the same time, I feel like it's a very real scenario. It didn't feel fake, like when they're talking about, being compatible in a relationship, they literally talk about it like it's a business transaction. He's like, I can do this for you. And she's like, okay, well, you're this, this, and this. You meet my check boxes here. He's like, and I can provide this. And she says, okay, well, you meet the check. And it's so superficial and shallow. But then you have that heartfelt moment where she's with her true love, Chris Evans, and she's like, I know we argue and you drive me crazy and you're broke and you want to be an actor, but I love you still, even though this other guy provides for me so much better. And it's so shallow. It really is just so shallow. And it makes me think to myself, is this how dating really, because listen guys, I ain't been in that swimming pool in a long time, okay? I have not been dating for quite some time, so I don't know if that's what dating's like right now. I remember when I was dating, it wasn't necessarily like a business transaction, you know what I mean? It was more like a body chemistry kind of thing, but maybe that's maybe that is how successful people date nowadays. I don't know. It seemed very pretentious to me, their methods and whatnot, but that's, I guess that was the point of the movie. But overall, I thought the acting was pretty good. The chemistry between Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans was there. I like the chemistry between Pascal and Johnson as well, but in a more, they were the more serious of the two. Their acting was more of a clinic of emotion and body language and things like that, where her and Evans had more of the body chemistry of like, oh, he's hugging me and we look cute together kind of thing, you know? And I like Chris Evans, guys, but I just, you know, I know he started out in comedies, he started out in rom-coms, but after seeing him as Captain America and after seeing him in, you know, other things that aren't romantic comedies, when he goes back to that niche, when he goes back into that genre, it feels so silly and forced to me. I didn't, you know, like just him in general in the movie wasn't great. His chemistry was good, but him doing his thing didn't do it for me. I'm kind of over Chris Evans. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Take it for what it is. But Materialists was really, like I said, to me, it wasn't as much as a romantic comedy as it was just a romance movie. But it was a very realistic romance movie. It felt genuine. It had heart. It had soul. The acting, like I said, was good for the most part. Everyone played their parts, you know, very well. And you know, it's worth your time. If you get a chance to check it out at some point, whether it be streaming or you go to the theater, see it, or whatever, it's worth your time. It's worth a watch. It's a solid flick. I'd give it 2 thumbs up. It's a solid flick, guys. So that's it for The Materialists. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and talking about this movie for a little bit. If you've seen it, let me know in the comments, guys. And, you know, hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. And as always, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them, my friends. Peace out. God bless you, and I will see you soon.